The value that really belongs to you. GNP. GNP stands for Gross National Product, and is the value of the final product or service produced from a country's factors of production at a given time, regardless of which country they flow into, as long as they are still owned by individuals or legal persons in that country. For example, the profits made by Nokia's subsidiary in China would be counted as Finland's GNP, not China's, and the profits made by Lenovo's company in the US would be counted as China's CNP, not as the US GNP. This is very different from the geographical emphasis of GDP. To make it easier to distinguish between them, here is an example. Suppose there is a family where the wife grows vegetables at home and produces 6,000 a year, and the husband runs a small business abroad and produces L3000 a year. They also have a house that they rent out to a company for software development, and their annual output is 100,000. The rent for the house is 10,000. So, the GNP of this household is the gross product of the husband and wife, plus the rent, which would be 29,000. The GDP of this household is the gross product of the wife and the company and the rent, which would be 116,000. The relationship between GDP and GNP is GDP, GNP plus foreign gross product of nationals in foreign countries. In the above example, the GDP of that household from the above equation, we can see that if the GDP of a country where foreign capital is equal to its GDP in a foreign country, i.e., the value in brackets is 0, then the country's GDP is equal to its GNP. If these two values are not very different, then the country's GDP is also if a country's foreign investment in the country is much larger than its foreign investment in the country, then the country's GDP is much larger than its GNP, which is a truer reflection of the standard of living of a country's citizens. GNP is the total value of national production, and is certainly a more realistic reflection than GDP. Foreign investment in the country is not the country's output, even if it is large. Foreign capital in that country is like a cake in a person's stomach sealed tightly with plastic wrap. The cake is in the person's stomach, but does not belong to the person. The GNP is the value that really belongs to the family.